Item 10F, adopt a resolution authorizing the city manager to execute a contract with Crestmoor and Bruno not to exceed $245,000 for geotechnical engineering and soil testing services for the Crestmoor neighborhood reconstruction project.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and members of the council. First, I'd like to thank you for showing your confidence in me and my firm. I really appreciate that. This item is a contract with Crestmoor and Bruno to perform geotechnical services, primarily soil compaction testing for projects. Sorry about that. Primarily soil compaction testing for projects that are part of the Crestmoor reconstruction. The city previously contracted with Treadwell and Rollo shortly after the fire, almost 2 years ago, to help with some of the erosion issues and the geotechnical issues around the retaining wall replacement in the canyon. That contract was for about $79,000. And in October of last year, an amendment was made to that contract. That contract amendment included some additional work related to the canyon, as well as some work on the Phase 1 and Phase 1 sewer and water projects. Those contracts were finished. Treadwell and Rollo still had some additional budget left over. At that point in time, we were starting the Phase 2 utility contract, the one that's currently in construction. It's shown there in blue. And so Treadwell and Rollo has been performing compaction tests. However, we're at a point now where that contract is getting depleted. So the item before you tonight is a new contract with Treadwell and Rollo to complete the Phase 2 improvement project and to, looking forward, to provide similar services on the canyon replanting effort that's scheduled to occur here this fall, and then the Phase 3 improvement shown in red there, which will start in December. And that contract is scheduled to go from December till about May or June of next year. So this work will take Treadwell Rollo through the completion of the Phase 3 improvement project. Services that they're providing are primarily compaction testing, and what that is whenever we do a trench or an excavation, put the material back in the ground, it has to get compacted to make sure that the roadway or whatever is on the surface will stand, we won't get settlement. I wanted to make a distinction that this is the soil testing that has been discussed recently in regards to testing soils around the PG&E pipeline, the abandoned PG&E pipeline. That effort is separate from this. That effort will be ongoing here shortly. In conjunction with that, there will also be some air quality testing related to the dust in the neighborhood. So I just wanted to clarify that that is different than this soil compaction testing that's here tonight on this item. So with that, I turn it over to the council for questions.
Through the chair. Just one question. How common is it for us to undergo these compaction tests when we're doing roadways? Is that fairly typical, or is it again something we're doing kind of above and beyond?
No, pretty much every construction contract you do soil compaction testing on. You want to make sure that, again, the material you're putting back in the trench does get compacted to the specifications.
Okay. So wouldn't that normally be included in a contractor's bid for doing the paving, that they would have to do that?
It's normally not part of the contractor's work. It's normally a service that's provided by the agency. When you have the contractor do it, it's sort of like the fox watching the hen house. You know, you want to have that separation between the testing that's going on and the actual construction contract.
Okay. So normally the city would be doing that?
Normally the agencies, I believe the city does contract on other capital projects with geotechnical firms to provide those services.
Good evening. Typically on our normal city reconstruction project, when compaction test need to be conducted, is contracted out separately with a lab who is specialized in doing specifically compaction testing, which is a more limited scope versus this broader scope for this specific project, when the geotechnical firm has more complex scope to provide support with.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, and it was mostly for my own education. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, thank you. Any other questions? Someone like to introduce the resolution?
I'll introduce the resolution.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Medina.
Aye.
Councilmember Salazar.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Ibarra.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.
Aye.
Or no.